people, welcome back to my channel. It's Sejal, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. This channel is all about rheumatoid arthritis and the different experiences that I've gone through, and I want to share all of my lessons that I've learned from these different experiences with you. We're gonna cover rheumatoid arthritis and completing a military style obstacle course. Now, it doesn't just have to be rheumatoid arthritis. For those that are new to my channel, I actually suffer from a condition called rheumatoid arthritis. It affects all the joints in your body. Those joints can become inflamed and they can become extremely painful. They can actually cause permanent damage as well, and it can affect some of your organs. Now, there are other physical conditions out there, so MS, lupus, you name it, there's a lot of conditions out there. So we're going to talk about physical condition and actually completing a military style obstacle course. So you're probably wondering, what is a military style obstacle course? Well, it depends on which one you go for, but they normally span around 5 kilometers to 10 kilometers, and along the way you have a number of obstacles that you have to get over. Now, I was lucky that I actually got to experience 2 different types of military courses. I got to experience Tough Mudder, which some of you may be familiar with, and I got to actually do one in Vietnam called Champion Dash, which is very similar to Tough Mudder. And in today's video, I'm actually going to be talking about the challenges of doing Tough Mudder and Champion Dash with rheumatoid arthritis, the training and what diet I had when I did both Tough Mudder and Champion Dash. I'm also going to be talking about my experience in going through both of those physical courses and how my experience was completely different for both of them. And I can tell you now, I found one way harder than the other one. So wait to find out which one I found harder and why. I'm also going to be sharing with you guys whether it was worth it, and some lovely hints and tips for you guys if you're looking to take on doing Tough Mudder or something very similar to that in the future. Tough Mudder is a 10-mile loop. Now, you can have a choice of doing the half marathon or the full marathon, but it's a loop that goes around and it has about 25 different obstacles along the way. These obstacles can challenge you whether you're climbing over something, getting down and crawling, whether you're having to use your teammates to try push you up onto something. And the best part is you go in completely clean and you come out of the other side completely muddy, just like the name. Tough Mudder is normally done with a team around yourself. You can do it by yourself, and you can go as a team and work together as a team to get through the different obstacles that come along the way. And it can also be so much more fun when you've got other people around you to support you. What is Champion Dash Vietnam? It consists of military-like exercises. It spans over about 6 kilometers and it has approximately 18 obstacles along the way. It combines the great outdoors with loads of mental and physically challenging obstacles. There's a lot of teamwork, there's a lot of people helping each other out, which is great, and the obstacles themselves are absolutely fantastic. And just like Tough Mudder, you go in absolutely clean and you come out of the other side completely dirty. But at the end of both challenges, there's always a t-shirt waiting for you, you've got food, you've got DJs, and loads of drinks. It's absolutely fantastic. It's definitely something that needs to be done. Like any physical activity that you're going to be undertaking, there's always some challenges that you're going to be facing. And those challenges can be mental or they can be physical challenges. I jumped onto Google and the first thing I searched were the type of obstacles that you were going to be facing doing Tough Mudder or Champion Dash. And the things that I came across were healthy people actually saying that they struggle to get through these courses. So you can imagine what thoughts are going through my head, thinking that I've got rheumatoid arthritis, and if these people that are super healthy that are struggling to actually get through this course, how am I going to get through it? When you do go onto the website for Tough Mudder or Champion Dash, there are always health warnings across the website. So you can imagine what someone like me is thinking that's got RA. I'm thinking, well, I'm going to be going into this with a physical condition. I'm not 100% healthy. How's that going to affect me? There's these health warnings across the site. Does that mean that I can't do it, or does it mean I can do it? Partaking in one of these challenges also makes you look at yourself and think, are you ready to do this? And one of the things that I could relate to at the time was being quite self-conscious because I didn't feel like I was ready. Now that is only for one of the challenges. For the other challenge, I actually was ready to do it. So I'm going to be talking about the two different experiences that I actually had of being self-conscious and actually being ready to take on another one. As well as those mental challenges, you've also got physical challenges. Some of the physical challenges that I remember I could relate to were, do I have the energy or the stamina to actually get from start to finish? I was really nervous that I wouldn't have that. And the main thing was the obstacles. Am I physically gonna be able to get over some of these obstacles or get under some of these obstacles? Researching them beforehand made me quite nervous, seeing some of these healthy people actually struggling to get through some of these obstacles. And so for me, I thought, oh my God, how the hell am I gonna do it myself? Now, you don't want to be going into a military style obstacle course and not have trained or changed the way that you eat. So one of the things that I can share with you is the two different styles of training that I did for Champion Dash and Tough Mudder. I was lucky before I did do Champion Dash because I did go to a boot camp 3 weeks before the actual challenge. I spent 2 weeks at the boot camp and I trained in boxing, I did a lot of functional training, and my diet itself, it was looked after by the chefs that were at the boot camp. So for me, breakfast, lunch and dinner was always made and it was always healthy. So I wasn't really eating any carbs at the boot camp. I was eating a lot of salads, a lot of healthy foods, as well as training 8 hours a day. So when I came out of the boot camp, I felt like a completely different person. My energy levels were up. I felt fitter than I've ever felt before. So I knew going into this challenge, I was 100% ready to take on the Champion Dash. Tough Mudder was a completely different training experience. I was actually back here in the UK. And being here in the UK, you've got access to all the foods. You've got access to the gyms. I even had a personal trainer. For me, the personal trainer actually understood that I had rheumatoid arthritis, and so we worked around some of the challenges I had at the time. We worked a lot on my strength, and I felt like I didn't really have much stamina. So as much as we were building strength, I don't think I was building my cardio up enough. My diet was actually quite dire. So where I tried to stay healthy, I stayed healthy, but I gave into things like pizza. I ate a lot of pasta. I didn't really have the healthiest diet, so I didn't really lose weight. At the time of training also, I had gained quite a lot of weight. And so for me, training was a lot harder for Tough Mudder than it was for Champion Dash. It's funny that, right? When you're back here in the UK and you have access to everything, you can control everything that you're doing. But in a weird way, I was doing the opposite, and I seemed to be going down this really bad path in terms of diet. As much as I was trying to get healthy and as much as I was trying to physically get ready for Tough Mudder, and I was trying really hard to lose weight and build up my stamina, I don't think I was trying hard enough. So when I took on both of these courses, my experiences for both were completely different. One course was actually better than the other one. So for me, Champion Dash in Vietnam was a lot easier than Tough Mudder here in the UK. Champion Dash was easy in terms of fitness level. I actually went into Champion Dash thinking, yes, I've got this, I feel great, and therefore I know I can overcome some of these obstacles. At the time, however, I did have a bad elbow, and so I knew there was a few challenges, a few obstacles that I thought I might not be able to do, and if I can't do it, it's not an issue, I'll just walk around them and get on to the next one. And it was quite surprising for me that when I did go through the course, there was quite a few that I surprised myself with, like pulling a huge tire. So I did actually put myself in a situation. I was able to carry a sandbag on my shoulder, which I thought I'd never be able to do. I also jumped into ice cold water, went under and came out of the other side. Despite the fact that I had an elbow issue, it didn't really hurt me too much throughout the course. However, my experience with Tough Mudder was completely different. My fitness level was nowhere near the same as Champion Dash. Even though I was training beforehand with a personal trainer, I knew myself that I didn't feel as fit, and I knew I didn't have the stamina because I would get out of breath quite quickly. And with Tough Mudder, I actually had more challenges. I had a really bad elbow, I had a really bad wrist, my knee was hurting really badly, and I physically had gained so much weight. So physically and mentally, I knew I wasn't 100% in. And in fact, I didn't do any of the obstacles at Tough Mudder. I took part in the half marathon. I managed to run a little bit of the course, but I mainly walked around. I know some of you can relate. When you've got issues that relate to some of your joints, you don't want to be letting people down when you're going into something like this. Fortunately for me, I went with a team of people who knew I had this condition, and so when I told them that I had these issues, they were all absolutely fantastic about it. I did have their support, but I did say to them, please go ahead if you want to run along. And my husband stood by me along the course, and so he was with me the whole way, which I absolutely love him for. But he did help me in so many different situations where it was going uphill. He really did help me, push me up, and made sure that we stopped every time I did have an issue. Now you're probably thinking, was it worth it? I can say hands down, 100% yes. Both of those experiences were completely different between Tough Mudder and Champion Dash. Would I do them both again? Yes. I was physically in a better condition and mentally when I took on Champion Dash. When I took on Tough Mudder, physically and mentally, I actually wasn't ready to take it on, but I did the challenge anyway. Coming out of the other side, emotionally, when I completed Champion Dash, I actually felt amazing. And by the time I'd crossed that finish line, I think I was just so happy that I got through it without any issues affecting my elbow. Tough Mudder, it was a slightly different story. I did actually feel defeated. I was upset by the time I got to the finish line. By the time they handed me my t-shirt and my headband, I actually didn't feel like I accomplished anything because I walked around the whole course. Understandably, when you do have a flare-up or any symptoms relating to rheumatoid arthritis, for me it was inflammation in the elbow, my wrist, and an issue with my knee. I knew that I had to play it safe going around Tough Mudder. I was quite upset with myself. I felt like I didn't train hard enough. In my head I was thinking, you could have done better, you could have changed your diet, but unfortunately my condition wasn't in the best place, and so therefore for me it was a little bit more harder. My recovery time after Tough Mudder, I think it took a few days before everything calmed down and I was back to normal. I do remember waking up the next day after Champion Dash and feeling like a new person. The main thing that you need to focus on before you take on any type of military style obstacle course is your physical fitness. What you want to be doing is getting out there, getting your heartbeat up, training your heart, and getting your muscles and your body ready to actually take on a course like Tough Mudder or Champion Dash or any type of military style obstacle course. You want to be preparing your body to take on some climbing, whether it's getting on the floor, jumping over things. You need to train your body to get into that physical condition. So by the time you take on the challenge, certain things can become easier for you. As well as your fitness level, you need to make sure that you eat the right foods before you go into the challenge. Getting fit is one thing, but when you change your diet, you know that you're getting the right nutrients and you're working on your heart. They do say a healthy heart is a healthy body equals a very healthy mind. So before you take on any of these challenges, focus on your fitness and focus on your diet. Preparation is key. Before you take on any type of military style obstacle course, depending on which one you go for, Google it. On their website, they normally show you the different obstacle courses that they've got, so you can have a look at what things you're going to be taking on. That way you know what you need to train before you get to the course. That way your body's 100% ready to take on any jumping, any type of climbing, any type of pulling, or even getting on the floor doing military crawls? Doing military crawls. I can't say it. Or even getting on the floor doing military crawls. So make sure you know your obstacles that you're going to be getting into. Remember, know your limits. Know what you're going to be getting yourself into. If there's something that you can't do, you can always skip it. Don't feel bad that you have skipped it. If you can give it a try, give it a try. But if you can't do it, you can always skip that obstacle. And go at your own pace. Go at the pace that is good for you, that's good for your condition, depending on what challenges you may have at the time. Know that you're not going to be holding your teammates back. Go at your own pace, and that's what makes it more fun. One of the best things about military style obstacle courses is you can do it with a team. Get the right people around you, the right support, people who understand that you do have a condition, and people that are willing to help you along the way. There's nothing worse than getting people in your team who actually get mad at the fact that you're holding them back. In fact, you want the opposite. You want a team that is going to stop and help you through any obstacle, or even if you're not feeling so great, will stop and go at your pace. It's great having a team, and it's great having that type of team around you because you know you're going to get the right support along the way. So just make sure that when you do pull a team together, get the right people in the team that are going to help you and help your condition. And most importantly, have fun. It is such a great experience when you're going around. Take lots of pictures, film it, document it, whatever you can do, just have fun with it. So whether you decide that you're going to walk the whole thing and do a few obstacles, or whether you're going to take on as many obstacles as you can and run, just have fun with it. It is one of the best experiences, guys. You will absolutely love it. If you do have any questions about anything that I've talked about in this video today, or you want to know more about my experience, please leave a message in the comments below or get in touch with me personally. Remember, we're here together, we're here to share a journey, and I want to share as many experiences with you. So if you do want to know about anything else, or you want me to cover any of the topics that you do want to know about, then please leave those in the comments below. Thanks for watching my video. If you liked my video and you want to see more videos like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button below, or better yet, hit that bell notification. And remember to check out my channel, there's some other videos on there. Thanks for watching, till next time.